everybody. Hello, and welcome to Shadows and Lights with the next lock, Sexy Bri, and myself, Lynn. I hope you are looking forward to this talk tonight because we've had a good chat about it anyway. So tonight's topic, everybody, is the Knights Templar.
We got somebody. What's up? That's squatting flies already. What's up? I thought we got somebody then.
Do you know what? I've just gone on to mine and it says snooze and net for 30 days.
Right then.
I don't think so. Let's have a look.
I don't think so either. She gets enough kip.
Oh no, that's a load of rubbish. It's back on here now.
Right,
Share.
Why is it going umpteen? Are you getting umpteen conversations at once here?
No.
I am.
I don't know. Have you got your phone on as well as your computer?
No.
No. Everything's fine here.
Well, I've got my phone on, but I've got it on. Do you know what? I could put it on flight mode. I wonder if that'll do it.
I've only got my phone enter, so I can't use hotels.
Right. Okay. Shared that again.
That seems to
Let's see how that comes out.
Yeah, that's better. Just disappeared now.
Good. The question is, have we shared to anyone? Is there anybody there?
I did a lot of sharing before.
Is that sound still okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
But we don't know what's going on.
And I don't.
And I don't. And it's too late now. Because we've already started. Oh, come on, don't ask me around now. See if I know. Hold on. Turn it down. Turn it down. See where we are. Groups.
Is there anybody there? Tap once for yes and twice for no.
We're on Facebook.
Yeah, we are on Facebook, yeah.
We're on Facebook. Where else I do not know. And now I don't care because I've had enough of it. YouTube.
Like a sexy bride.
What? It's me. Because I'm sexy.
You're very sexy, Bri.
Oh.
I got goosebumps then, and boom.
Should I really be part of this conversation?
Oh, we do have some. We have Nigel.
Hi, Nigel.
We've got
Hello,
And tonight, folks, we are talking templars.
Yeah.
Well, amongst other things.
Yeah, most probably end up with something completely different.
As we do.
If I was a Knights Templar in that era, you see, I'd have been Alexander the Great because he was sexy and all.
Oh dear. We're brilliant.
Shall we start with a few facts?
Yeah, come on then. Let's start with the facts.
Right, the facts are that we've all lost plot, so we're trying to find it again.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah.
So, Templars originated. The first mention of Templars was in 1118 in Jerusalem, around the time of Alexander. They were formed by a French knight called Hugo de Payant. I think that's how it's pronounced. And his relatives, about 8 of them. And they formed an elite group of knights in shining armor. And they were originally called the Poor Fellow Soldiers of Christ.
Yeah.
That's how it was. That's how it's translated from French, obviously, which later became the Knight Templars. Splinter groups under the order, originally the Assassins. They were former to Knights Templars. They came around in 1090. Teutonic, they were 1190. Knights Hospitallers, 1099. Prior of Sion, they're the latest actually. It says here 1956. So it just shows that one form or another, Templars have survived.
On. Yeah.
Yeah, they survived.
Yeah.
Skull and Bones, 1832. And that's why you see these Skull and Bones in cemeteries. And people think they're pirates, and they're not.
They're not.
They're connected to Templars. So,
yeah.
A question that's commonly asked, because Templars took a major role in a lot of things, did they ever founder towns and things like that, or cities? Is there anything named after them? Well, actually, there is in this country, and it's in Hertfordshire, 1112. Baldock in Hertfordshire was founded by Templars. So that's a legacy. You'll not hear it mentioned a lot, but it's there. It's in black and white. And when were Templars disbanded? According to this, it was 1312.
Yeah.
But they went underground. They went underground, and order still existed, one form or another, with many returning to become mercenaries and assassins.
Yeah. Well, didn't they work? Weren't they in allegiance with the Pope?
Yeah. Well,
it was the Pope of the time that tried to get rid of them. He dissolved them. I did have a name, and I can't see it in this light, but it was a particular prior that became Pope, and he
Was it
disbanded them.
Pope Clement V. Oh
Say again?
no, Pope Clement V. He's the one who dissolved them in 1312.
Yeah.
There you go. And they were tried, a lot of them were tried for heresy. And it's only, well, not that long, 700 years it's taken for that heresy charge to be repealed. So they've actually won it in the end. So that's how long they've persisted.
Wow.
So there is no charges against the Templars for heresy anymore. There was,
Yeah.
and it existed for 700 years. This is why they were persecuted. And they've managed to
Yeah, a
survive.
bit like Richard, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
And why were they
there
persecuted? Why do you think they were persecuted?
Because they were getting too powerful. And the nature of their sort of existence being soldiers of fortune, a lot of them, people didn't like that idea that they could be killed in the beds type of thing. They were trying to get rid of that sort of medieval attitude. So that's why they were disbanded, to stop that.
Right. Hmm. So why do you think? How many were there? Do you think at the peak? Do you know when they were really popular?
Thousands upon thousands. But again, don't forget that they moved all over the world at the time. They were soldiers of fortune, so they were where the fighting went. When there were knights being sent from England from 13th to 15th century. So more than likely, some of them were inducted into the Templars, because that's what they were, basically. But there was the Knights Templars, the Hospitallers. They were a peaceful clan. They set up what we know as modern day hospitals. Way before this. And that was in France and taken to Jerusalem and all over the world.
And there was it the Teutonic Knights as well, or something like that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There are about 7 major different sects, not sects.
Oh no, there's only one sexy. That's Brian.
Only one sexy. Yeah, that's Brian.
SECTS.
So they were devout Christians.
Well, you would
obviously,
think so,
weren't they? But if
the
they
word
were killing people all the time, that's not very Christian, is it?
Well, they got away with it due to crusades because they did it in the name of the Lord. So there were a lot of killings back then. If you could prove somebody was an infidel, as they call us today, then you could go to war. Which a lot of them do. The original. They're depicted in the film. Yeah, they're depicted in the film of Alexander. And originally, with them being French, they used to have blue. I think it were blue crosses on a white background, and quickly changed to the St. George one, the red cross on a white background, because they became English and other foreign bodies.
Yeah. So I was looking before. It was Henry II who granted the Templars land across England, including territory near Castle Baynard on the River Fleet. Now, Henry II was up here in the battle called the Battle of Coleshill, in our woods here, So I find Henry II very interesting. He seems to pop up everywhere, him, doesn't he?
Well, precisely. I mean, it's the same with Richard III. He featured heavily. But a lot of people don't realise there was all the Richards went through crusades, as far as I'm aware.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and when they went to
But
France,
there's hundreds of years. Yeah, there's hundreds of years between them. The Crusades were, as far as I know, longest war in history. So,
when they went to France, King Philip of France, when he inherited it from his father, they were skint. They were skint.
yeah.
Skins. Didn't they make the first
And the
first check?
were very rich, weren't
Didn't
they?
they make the first checks? And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right. Did they make the first check, you know? Because some nights I can remember somebody somewhere saying something about them making checks. They were the first bankers.
Yeah, the first bankers, yeah.
Oh,
That's right. Yeah.
Have you
Everyone
heard that?
deposit with them, yeah.
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 Well, yeah, and no. They set up what they call makeshifts, didn't they, in a lot of towns, and they were, I suppose, originally the first money lenders. They would lend to get business, but they were notorious for taking the business because they wanted too much back. So they were very canny people, really canny people. There were lots of different orders in their ranks, everything from miners basically as well. Who was that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Somebody
Rabbit.
found us.
Rabbit.
Well done, you found us.
Hey. Yeah. So, why is it that they built round churches? Do you think?
I'm not sure they were round, were they like hexagonal?
Got 60 bride.
It is.
Just watch your P's and Q's. No, it's what's having to be done. Whoever it is, is it Robert? I think it's Robert. It's having to be done. StreamYard's Facebook's shutting StreamYard down everywhere and shutting things down right, left, and centre. So we're having to find unique ways of getting on, and it's our message tonight. Bless her.
Yeah. Total pain it's been.
But, yeah.
Yeah, you've had a terrible day, haven't you?
Yeah.
And our subject tonight is quite apt, really, with what we do, because we tend to go down rabbit trails, don't we? Well, this is exactly what the Templars did. They built makeshift religious quarters and defensive quarters underground, and they were rabbit ones. A lot of what you find in certain countries that's attributed to other people and other religions are actually Templar, and they leave subtle signs because they tried to blend in some cases, not all the time. But there is a place called the Rabbit Hole in this country, and it is a Templar temple. I thought it were, yeah. See, it's great insight. It's wonderful. I got you last week and all, didn't I? So.
Yeah, so it's interesting, Knights Templar. Can you imagine having Knights Templar these days? Right. Walking around.
So I'm not being banned from anything. It's a lie, it's a complete lie. Whatever it was, I didn't do it.
Say again, Lynn, what?
Imagine if we had Knights Templars and they had to keep the same clothes and they were running around here these days. They'd stick out like a sore throat, wouldn't they?
Well, yeah, but they do exist in secret organisations like the Masons and 1 or 2 other things. They still have a presence, even though it's subtle. So
30 days jail.
Oh,
yes,
don't
I'm
know
going to
if
get ankle for that later. Woohoo!
So I was reading earlier, it says the Templar estate at Cressing Temple in Essex was one of the very earliest and largest estates in England. Have you heard of
Yeah.
that one, Brian?
I haven't, like I said, the only one that I could pull up was that place in Baldock in Herefordshire, and they actually founded the town. So that's a full town that is to their credit. Which sect it was, I don't know. But I'm not sure if it was Teutonics or not, which went into masonry and stuff. So
I can believe that.
Yeah. Oh my God. So then in 1184, the Templars' headquarters was transferred to the new temple, which is a temple church in London. And that was a round church patterned after the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem. It was consecrated in 1185 and became the location for initiation rituals. So it's like blessings, isn't it, really?
Yeah, and when you work it out, like I've said, I mean,
Which
you
I
can
thought
look
was
at
interesting.
a lot of things that Templars did. Other types of religion and orders have taken on. So who's to say that when the Templars tried to blend in and become officially disbanded, they took other names on? They kept the rituals, but called them by another name. So maybe some witch orders are originally Templar. Who knows? Could it even be?
Yeah.
Evening, Rita. Glad you found it.
Yeah, there is, isn't it? Lots of places in Scotland are Templars. I've just come back from Scotland.
All over the world.
What about Nottingham? Haven't they got caves that the Templars have built?
They have Pontefract.
Because they've got an underground city, haven't they?
Yeah. Quite a lot of places, as I said, just said that underground things that are attributed to other people are actually Templar in origin.
Yeah.
They were master builders.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of churches have got Templar stars. I call them stars. But Templars had a stylized star, and a lot of people think it's Star of David, and it's not.
Yeah.
The windows in a church.
Or if you went to a church, right? If you went to a church and looked at the ceiling, and there's a lot of churches that are painted blue ceilings with white. Is it blue ceilings and white stars, or white ceilings with blue stars? I can't remember now, but a lot of them are painted like that. Do you think they've got connections with?
Of course, I mean, if you look at the windows, if you look at windows, a lot of churches have got round windows with a star or a star shape in them, and you'll get people saying, "Why has that got a pentagram in it? It's a church. It's not a pentagram. It's a Templar star." So
yeah,
you know, it's association. A lot's been lost in translation.
Yeah, see, I find this fascinating because it's all secret coding, isn't it? In pictures and objects and like glass and doors, symbols, lots of symbolism. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love all that.
It's a bit like that cross that we in that cave, Lynn.
Well,
the cross?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fleur-de-lis.
Yeah.
And see that the actual main room in there is round. When you think of it, Annette, it's round. And it was a seated area, most probably for meetings, which we knew there were secret meetings there over the years. But they've chopped a lot of the heads off, I think, to keep secret. What's that? That's like the hole in America. They are spending a fortune to get to the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah, who knows? I mean, like I said, they were master masons. So
which hole's that one then?
I think he's referring to it's actually a sinkhole.
Right, as master masons.
Yeah.
Has master masons got anything to do with stonemasons?
Yes. And this is why sometimes, you know, when you see mason marks,
I just got something now. Yeah.
Sometimes they can have a templar connotation to the mason marks. You pull that in. I can't see names here.
Yeah.
But,
it just writes Oak Island.
No.
Yeah, I mean they're attributing that now.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the time it was yeah, they went back to old times, but they didn't mention Templars until recently. I think it's this latest season. They have mentioned Templar treasure because, of course, Templars moved their treasure and their belongings all over the world and they hid them.
Yeah.
It's even thought, latest is that Templars took the Holy Grail and hid it. So just watch this space. You never know, it might come out. And this is what they think they're heading towards with this Oak Island.
Well, apparently King Edward II.
Yeah, I mean, talking
a lot of
the Holy Grail, right? The Holy Grail. You hear?
Go on, Nettie, sorry.
Yeah. Apparently King Edward II.
When you think about the Holy Grail, the amount of stories that we're getting.
Go on.
Go on,
like
Nettie.
This Holy Grail, right? There's that much.
Well, then.
Annette, you say what you're saying. Annette, say what you're saying.
Shall we poke him? Right. No, I'm just saying that King Edward II had most of what they brought with him here. Apparently, he got his mitts on an awful lot of it.
Yeah. Yeah, because they claimed a lot. That's what I'm saying. The powers that be, they stole a lot from Templars. So we disbanded them because they've got no rights anymore. So it was like, who's going to get the spoils?
Yeah.
This is why they went underground.
They came from France to here to try and, you know, some of them, and then pinched it. Yeah. Cheeky boy.
But they called themselves by other names to keep the wealth, and this is what I'm saying. So, some Masons, Hospitallers, they became executives. Like you mentioned earlier, with building churches and things like that. A lot of these churches that Templars were involved with do have a labyrinth of tunnels under them.
Yeah.
Because they needed a getaway.
Yeah.
In Jerusalem, they're the ones that's responsible in Jerusalem for 90% of the underground catacombs and things, because they were escape route. They masterminded that. So a few thousand men could hold off 50,000. An army of 50,000 underground. They couldn't do it above ground, but they could underground because they mastered these tunnels that funnel people down to dead ends and all sorts.
Yeah.
They were masters at it.
Imagine that, can't you? They were, I mean, the way they've shifted stuff around. I was saying about the Holy Grail. How many things are you listening to now on different documentaries? Oh, they think they found the Holy Grail in one of the pyramids or near the pyramid. Then you've got it. Well, they took it all the way through Europe. They've took it all through Britain. They've been every town or big castle town reckons that it was hidden there. Then it went somewhere else and it was hidden there. And it's like Rob says, Rosslyn Castle, I'd like to go there. The chapel, sorry, I'd like to go to Rosslyn Chapel. Absolutely feel like I need to go there. That'd be interesting. But when you think of where they said it is, it's everywhere.
But what is the Holy Grail?
Will they ever prove it?
Could be anything.
Nobody's got a clue what it is.
Exactly.
So what is it? It gets lost in translation because there's.
See, I watched a documentary maybe 4 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Rob says he went to Rosslyn last year. He said it's beautiful and lots of strange things in Rosslyn. Yeah, I can understand that. Understand it. So they've got a castle in just the other side of Wrexham called. I can't hear you, Bri.
I'd like to know what's underneath. My audio gone.
Yes.
Great.
No, I can hear you.
No, it's all right now. It's okay now.
Right. I'd like to know what's underneath, but like I said, the Holy Grail, nobody actually knows what it is because it gets lost in translation. Yeah. I mean, there's Arabic, there's French, and there's English. Yeah. It's understandable when you work it out. I mean, everybody just takes it for granted. Oh, it's English spoken, but it's not. A lot of these things that have got to come down in folklore were originally spoke about in another tongue, another language. So gets lost in translation. What actually was it? What's that?
They have a bridge, dogs jump to their deaths.
Yeah, I watched that episode. It's ramparts, isn't it? And they tend to jump off at edge at ramparts. There's a few possible reasons for that.
Excuse me.
Apparently, there's a ghost of a person that mistreated animals badly, and it's said that dogs are running to jump out of the way of this spirit. Another one is that it's the dog spirit itself, and another is that someone is blowing a dog whistle, so nobody can hear it apart from the dogs. There's loads of reasons for this happening, but the fact is that yes, quite a few dogs, but not just dogs. People have been known to jump over as well, so it's not just dogs.
Really?
Yes.
That's odd, isn't it?
It is odd.
Wow.
I'd like to go and
see. I watched this program quite a few years ago now about the Holy Grail, and they chased it down in this documentary to Africa,
right,
to a certain people, like a tribal people, and they are just saying that it's a wooden bowl, just an ordinary wooden bowl, and that's coming from the people whose ancestors were there at the time. Yeah.
There's lots and lots of different things. I mean, when you consider, if you go back far enough, go back to when we didn't have the means to travel, or supposedly we didn't have the means to travel from one continent to another. But we're slowly discovering things through archaeology that suggest that the Vikings reached North America and Africa, which was previously unheard of. So who's to say that these people didn't travel? You know what I mean? And didn't established certain little colonies. They probably didn't last long. But it's possible that they made a colony originally. So there's lots of connotations to things. We need
they
to wait
arrive
for
there, yeah.
archaeology and findings, and we are finding them all the time. So yeah, the Da Vinci Code is a good one. I like that one myself.
Good
Again,
film.
I can believe even in fantasy films, there's a little bit of truth in most things, and that's what I tend to do. Tend to piece little bits together. But with the Templars, you have to look at all religions. Although originally they were Christian based, but they took on other forms to fit in. They would keep the doctrine of Christian, but did they act Christian? Did they mingle with other tribes and religions? Yes, they did.
Religions, yeah.
So who knows?
Well, when you think of it, they may have had to.
Yeah.
You know, they may have had to just to survive.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you don't know, do you?
I liken the Templars in actual fact, not in documented stuff, but in lifestyle. In fact, very similar to, let's say, Japanese tribes like samurai and ninja and yakuza. They lived the lives a warrior tribe, basically, but they traveled the world. They got everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any continent that didn't receive them in some sort of form. But they tried. It's a weird one because they tried to keep their identity but blend in at the same time. Odd carry on. So that's why they became. They became instilled in Oddfellows and Masons and secret organizations where they could be themselves behind closed doors, and they'd have the ritual. And they'd probably dress up in the original garb, but they didn't do it in public after a certain length of time.
Yeah.
So, but that's how they persisted.
They kind of blagged the way through, really, didn't they? They blagged it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. The way to spread Christianity. Yeah.
Well, exactly. Yeah. But again, I mean, if you look at Vikings, they were classed as a warrior nation, but they actually they conquered a lot of places, but they also took that place's religion. They became Christian.
Yeah.
Eventually, but they didn't lose their identity. They were still a warrior nation. So I think that's possibly what Templars did. What's that? Societies like.
Well, that's interesting, Bri.
They are definitely.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, could be anywhere, couldn't they?
Yeah, they are. They still are, definitely.
Yeah, you'd never know.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's the reason why a lot of the treasures.
I wonder if a lot of these do. Do you think the treasures have gone to Vatican City?
No doubt they've got some. And no doubt there's things in private collections, but I still believe that they still own a lot and they still use a lot, and that a lot's coveted by existing Templars in their retreats. So,
Robert, I got blackballed by somebody.
Explain. Come on.
I got blackballed.
Somebody kicked him in the nuts. Somebody's kicked him in the nuts. That's what it is.
Is that Oh dear. See, we've got a Masonic hall here. It's only around the corner, literally. and they let you do ghost hunts there.
Well, that's surprising.
Interesting
That is
place,
unusual.
though. They don't like women. They don't
There's
like
quite
women
a
there.
lot of them hanging about, though, isn't there? But, you know.
Don't like women in there.
There's a lot existing, definitely. Most towns have got a Masonic hall or a Masonic lodge.
Yeah, they have, haven't they? I wonder
Yeah.
how many there is. Shall I try and find out? Right,
I
let me have
think
a
you'll
look.
be really, really surprised. Really surprised. I mean, there's a big one in Pontefract, but there's more than one because there's more than one sect. There's different families or different lodges, shall we call them. In America, they call them lodges, and they exist. They still exist today. In fact, there's one odd one, and it's a smoker's one. It's something to do with pipes. You have to smoke a pipe. But the Oddfellows were actually originally.
How many
beneficial
Masonic lodges are there in the UK? There are the United Grand Lodge of England is the governing body of Freemasonry in England, Wales, and the Channel Islands, and the Isle of Man, and some districts overseas. And they currently has 200,000 members meeting in over 7,000 lodges. That's a lot there, isn't it, throughout this country?
So you're not telling me, especially like you've just said, they exist all over the world, but they originate here and from France. You're not telling me they're not connected to Templars, because I'm going to say that they are. Not all of them, but some of them will be.
Yeah, well, the one in London is called the Metropolitan Grand Lodge of London and is also administered from the building. It has around, listen to this, 40,000 Freemasons as members, which makes it to the largest of Masonic provinces. Wow.
Yeah.
And who is the Grand Master? Prince Edward.
Yeah. So again, I think they're all connected, most definitely.
And it costs
because
£200 a year. Yeah, secret handshakes.
This is what Templars were good at.
A lot of
They're
our
really
presidents and congressmen are Masons.
Oh, yeah. Job for the boys.
I know a few people who've been, I know a few people who've been Masons and still are Masons. And not good, bully boys, some of them.
There's a lot of tears I went there as well, like in the Masons. The bottom ones won't get to find out what the top ones are doing, do they?
No.
Well, no.
Well, they get looked after. The families get looked after. You know, if anything happens to their husband or whatever, then they look after the families.
Keep talking. I'm going to turn my foot.
Jobs for the boys.
Jobs for the boys.
So, yeah, getting back to what you were saying about that cave, you know, Annette, I think it definitely got something to do with it.
Yeah.
After we've looked at all those symbols in there.
Yeah, because didn't we were when we was looking for the cross and the shape and everything. We went right back to God, I can't remember what it was now. It was way back, wasn't it? The shape and everything of it.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering what you were talking about down the rabbit hole. Have you been in it?
One got a free get out on jail free card. Oh, yeah.
Have you been in it?
Where?
This thing that you're talking about.
Yeah, this cave. Yeah.
Right. And how did you get into it? Did you just walk straight in, or?
Yeah, it's open. It's open now.
Mm.
It's walled
Right,
away,
so
hasn't it, a lot, Lynn? Lynn?
The one I know about, it's you literally, it looks like a rabbit hole. It's just a hole in the ground, and you've got to crawl through it, and it drops down into a labyrinth, like, well, it's just cut into ground, basically, into stone. And it's like a hidden chapel underground.
I think Lynn's frozen.
It looks like it, doesn't it?
Lynn! Yeah, she's gone.
Oh.
She'll come back in. She'll come back in a minute.
So yeah, it's just like a hole in the ground, and they call it the rabbit hole, and that's most definitely Templar.
Yeah.
But I can't remember where it is. It's on private property, so it's difficult to get in because they don't like people going in. But it's just a field basically with a little wooden coppice and this hole in a bank that you've got to crawl into.
Oh, this one's been obviously it's weathered away with time and what have you. But to watch what you say about oaths, I get banned from YouTube. We don't want to know.
No, we don't want that to. Cheers, everybody.
Wrestling.
Oh, grand, that's grand. But yeah. Has she gone? She's gone defunct.
I'm waiting to find out.
Put me like
Maybe whatever she's on has run out of charge.
Well, yes, possible.
Possibility. Well, so she got things to go back on anyway, so
Yeah.
we'll see. Ah, she's here. There you are.
Right back. It shut down on me. It shut down on me again. Honest to God, I don't know what the hell's going on. Most probably trying to put me off. That's what's doing.
Welcome back.
Damn, I can't even get it on.
It's the network.
Hello. Just crack us up.
It's the network. It's gone potty. They don't want us doing blogs. That's what it is.
It has.
They want to charge us for it.
I think you're right. That's what it is. That is exactly what it is.
Well, I was saying earlier on about reading. They want to do their own, don't they?
Yeah. I think Rob's asking how your Scottish trip went, Lynn.
Oh, sorry. Let me get on the comments here. Right. I loved Scotland. It was a long journey. Where the hell were we staying? I can't even say it. It was Strathpeffer. We stayed at Strathpeffer, and we went up to Loch Ness, Inverness. Where's that other place? It's Fort Augustus. Went to the Isle of Skye, and we went to where was that last one we went to? Ollerton or somewhere. Went down the rabbit. Oh, you're not wrong, Rita. Yeah, but I did enjoy Scotland. It was just a lot of travelling, a hell of a lot of travelling for hours to get to certain places that we wanted to go to because we were on a coach trip. Absolutely loved it. I would go again, but I want to go to Ross.
What, Brad?
Gretna Green.
Oh, yeah, Gretna Green you were in, weren't you, Lynn?
Not telling us about that, no, are you, Lynn?
Yeah, what went on there?
No.
Secrets, right, secrets.
Yeah. He who shall not be named.
Secrets never got in. No, we went there. My sister said, "Oh, this is where our niece got married." I went, "Yeah, I know, you know." And then there was this couple got married while we were there, and they were having photographs, and everybody was round, you know, congratulating them and everything. And I thought it was a very expensive place, that. But the Scottish guy with the soldier and he playing the bagpipes, and he played Happy Birthday for me because it was my birthday on Friday when we came home. So
Nice
I thought, well, that was very nice. I never asked for it. Didn't even ask for me photograph took. He dragged me into him and asked somebody to take a photograph. So I really didn't know. But the only thing I didn't quite like about Scotland is everywhere you went.
Yeah.
Well, you're not wrong. There were all hills and trees. What else?
Actually,
Was it? So we go to a pub and get a drink and nap on there.
See me coming.
Yeah, you see me coming. Yeah, I did.
we don't want to know things like that. We'll get bad.
Crackers. Yeah, that was crazy. That was a crazy weekend. A week, I should say. 5 days. Lots of travelling. Do you know what? I slept through a lot of that.
Go away.
Because I was absolutely shattered, you know, coming off work. And I was absolutely hammered in work, straight up there, and it was just crackers.
No,
so all you want to do really is go to sleep, isn't it?
You hear us? Brian, can you hear us?
Brian, can you hear us? Can you hear us?
I have to go and come back. I've lost my audio. Somebody's tried ringing me.
Oh no, if somebody rings you when you're on the phone, it knocks your sound out. That's what happened to me when we were doing something on here.
It's like that. Crackers.
Trying to hear.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Sky is a long trip.
But yes, Rob, Sky is a long trip. Yeah, oh my God, yeah. But I think Ullapool was absolutely stunning. It was idyllic, it was quiet, even though it was a port. Absolutely stunning. And I liked that Fort Augustus as well. It was tiny, but it was proper like cozy. It was very cozy. Hi, Bri, sexy Bri again. Hi, sexy Bri.
Somebody tried ringing me and he knocks your audio out. I couldn't hear the damn thing.
I know.
Yeah, but yeah, Rob, I will. Yeah, and that was saying, yeah.
Yep.
Sky is all sheep.
Yeah, it's like New Zealand.
I got stuck in a pub there as well. Yeah.
Got pissed, didn't you?
Well, it was an eye opener because I've never been.
You've never been what?
Yeah, but I would go again, but I want to go to Roslin. I said I've never been to Scotland really, apart from on one trip where I took some people from work on a disabled people on a holiday up there. That's the only time. Rita. She's lovely, isn't she? Have you ever been up to Scotland, sexy Bri?
I have, a couple of times, yeah. I've been up and round.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Right.
Oh, and I did look for that Alistair Cromley. What's his name?
Crowley.
I did have a look, and I couldn't see. I didn't know what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know, but I did look. If you know what I mean, looking for an old.
I don't know which side it's on. I don't know whether it's.
Yes, it's quite big, isn't it? It's quite big, Loch Ness. It's not small, is it?
It's long. It's not very wide, but it's long.
It's massive.
Yeah, so you've not got time. Go rooting for it now.
There's more water in that Loch Ness than anywhere else in Britain. You know, in a lake.
It's deeper
Apparently.
than a lot of ocean. So
yeah.
Well, they are 20 miles long.
20 miles long. There you go.
Yeah.
No, so we didn't find it, Lynn. We won't be tracing 20 miles.
But it was
it's
trying to get somewhere, you know, it's finding a parking space along them roads.
What's that? 40 miles both sides. Yeah. Okay. I've been to Scotland a few times, but I've been to Glasgow.
Yeah, if you've done the both sides, it's 40 miles.
Edinburgh.
I did have like a breakdown when we passed Stirling, because I could see the castle, I could see the monument. So I sort of stepped all over my sister because she was by the window, trying to get some photograph.
Get out the way.
Yeah.
Took her out the way.
That I was buzzing off that, to be honest. That was a really that was surreal. You know, when you actually see it and you're going past it, you see it in films, you see it on the telly, on the documentaries. But there we were going past it on this coach, and it was there, and I couldn't touch it.
Oh, I can look out my window.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Edinburgh.
Yeah, I want to do Wallace Monument, definitely. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Built an ideal.
But when I went, you know, you go past it and you just recognise it straight away.
The River Forth.
You know, that's yeah.
See, me and Brian were on about getting,
but that
English heritage passes for the year, because you can actually, if you go to Scotland, you can actually get a discount up there as well on them. But it's not bad for what it is a year, to be honest with you.
They own a lot of stuff.
Where are you all from?
Where are you from?
Be honest. I'm from
You've all
Manchester.
gone quite stuff. So where are we all from? I'm from North Wales.
Manchester.
South Yorkshire, Barnsley.
South
Yorkshire, Barnsley. So we're all, it's cheaper to pass.
Yeah, it is. If you get quite a bit off, actually, when you go over. If you go into loads of places, you plan to go on loads of places, it's worth doing. Right, we're on just turned 9.
And if you're over 60, you get it cheaper as well.
Yeah, you do, actually. That's true. That's true. It's worth having a go, I think.
I'd go for it.
My name is Holly and I'm from
Hi,
Florida.
Holly.
Hello, Holly.
From Florida. Hi, love.
Best place to go is
Falkland Palace hideaway for the Stuart King. Falkland Palace. I'm going to write that down and have a look.
There's
Falkland.
It's my sister.
Hello.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hello, Susan.
Hello, future family. Good evening.
Oh. Good evening. Oh. Hi, Sue.
Johnny Cash grandparents came from there.
Oh, Johnny Cash.
Yeah, where did Trump come from? He came from up Scotland somewhere and all, didn't he?
So we just said hello. About 5 times.
I
Who
drive
came
a
from Scotland,
Jaguar. What?
North Scotland.
No,
Trump.
Scotland. Yeah, Trump. Mr. Trump. Or his family, wasn't there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
Donald.
He was born in Scotland somewhere.
Right. Didn't know that.
Yosh.
I know he's got his golf course there, hasn't he?
Yeah. Well, it might be near this. Is that Glen Eagles? Can't remember. Is it Glen Eagles? I'm not sure.
Glen Eagles.
I know I've been past it when we went up there. Mr. Trump's golf course. No,
Yeah.
It's not that.
No, it's not Glen Eagles. Is it Aviemore?
I don't know. I'm not really bothered, but anyway, I will just say while I've got the chance, thank you everybody for finding us tonight.
Yeah,
You've done a marvelous
I'm surprised anyone did after all that.
Yeah.
You've done fantastic, and thank you for joining us.
Yeah, much appreciated. We thought we'd be sat here talking.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Yeah, it is actually. We've had a good chat. Well, we
Glen
worked a bit, wasn't we? Glen Eagles.
Yeah, but that's where he might have come from, middle of nowhere.
Everywhere's in the middle of nowhere.
We don't know it. It's in the middle of nowhere.
Isn't it? Glen Eagles in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rita.
Oh, do you know, it's nice to see people coming on and listening to chat, isn't it? And joining in.
Yeah.
So where's your next trip to then, Brian? Annette?
When's what?
Next trip? I don't know.
When's your next trip?
Maybe tripping.
Is it yet?
He's getting that smile on his face. It's beginning to worry now.
I haven't purchased the ingredients yet. I don't know.
You choose your words very well.
Yeah, of course. I don't know. We ain't decided where we're going yet, but we'll find somewhere.
It is, Rita.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
It's fun. No, we'll find somewhere. We don't know yet.
See, I'm enjoying these. I'm enjoying the churches, and I like that obelisk thing that you've showed with the roof on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Love that.
Yeah.
Why is that
Woodstone.
there?
Because it came from further up north. And Neolithic man brought it down.
Right.
Because it's got properties. It's sandstone in the middle of limestone country, really, and it carries a lot of magnetism. So I believe it's a belief of mine that early man were more sensitive to ley lines and things than we are today, because we've got used to all interference through false signals, basically through electricity, whereas back in the day, early man didn't have any interference from electricity.
Yeah.
So they used ley lines a lot more than we do today. Yeah, Balmoral?
Yeah. Should have went to Balmoral.
Right, we're on 8 minutes past 9. So
I could do that another time, I think, Balmoral.
I think we'll call it quits for tonight.
Call it a night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For tonight. We're early tomorrow.
I'll have to go soon because I've got to get up for work.
So we'll say.
Imagine that. What's he like?
Nice, everybody.
We'll see you all again. And Sue, thank you.
Yes, thank you, Susan.
Coming on. You will do, Sue. I'll give you a ring.
Oh, yes, we will.
Good night, Rob. And good night,
good night, everybody. Good night.
We'll catch
you. Bye-bye.
See you soon.
Bye. Bye.